Hey there, fellow wanderers. Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the most iconic books and concepts to make them engaging, insightful, and, most importantly, relatable. If you love literature, adventure, and deep conversations, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Today, we're diving into a book that defines an entire generation, Jack Kerouac's On the Road, a wild, jazz-infused, cross-country journey through post-war America. Buckle up, because this is going to be one exhilarating ride. Chapter 1. Introduction to On the Road. Imagine the open road stretching infinitely before you. The hum of the car, the unpredictability of life, the exhilarating freedom of knowing that anything, absolutely anything, can happen next. That's the essence of On the Road. Written in a mad burst of creative energy in 1951 and published in 1957, this novel became the defining work of the Beat generation, capturing the restless spirit of young Americans searching for meaning, adventure, and authenticity in an increasingly structured world. But On the Road isn't just fiction, it's deeply autobiographical. Kerouac based the novel on his real-life travels with his free-spirited, charismatic friend, Neal Cassady, who inspired the unforgettable character of Dean Moriarty. Through the eyes of Sal Paradise, the book's narrator, and Kerouac's alter ego, we get to experience the highs and lows of an untamed existence. It's a book that questions everything: convention, stability, even the very idea of the American dream. But what exactly makes On the Road such an enduring masterpiece? Let's break it down. Chapter 2. The characters: rebels, dreamers, and drifters. A great road trip is defined by its travelers, and On the Road introduces us to some of the most unforgettable characters in American literature. At the center, we have Sal Paradise, Kerouac's literary alter ego. Sal starts as a young writer living in New York, disillusioned yet yearning for something bigger than himself. When he meets Dean Moriarty, wild, magnetic, and reckless, his life changes forever. Dean is the epitome of freedom, but he's also deeply flawed. He's the guy who burns brightest, but burns out the fastest. Through Dean, Kerouac explores the double-edged sword of pure, unrestrained living. Dean's energy is intoxicating, but is it sustainable? And at what cost? Then there are the women, Marilou, Camille, and the countless fleeting lovers who highlight the transient, often destructive relationships in Sal and Dean's journey. These women are often left behind as the men chase the next adventure, adding a layer of tragedy to the novel's otherwise exhilarating spirit. Chapter 3. The themes: freedom, restlessness, and the American dream. At its core, On the Road is about movement, both physical and spiritual. It captures the joy of being unanchored, the thrill of the unknown. But beneath that thrill lies an underlying sadness. These characters are constantly running, not just towards something, but away from something too. One of the book's most compelling themes is the search for meaning. Sal and Dean travel from coast to coast, seeking enlightenment in jazz clubs, in drugs, in fleeting romances, in the open road itself. But does the journey ever really end? Or are they forever lost in pursuit of something just out of reach? Then there's the theme of rebellion. On the Road rejects the idea of the 1950s American dream, the white picket fence, the 9-to-5 job, the quiet suburban life. Instead, it embraces spontaneity, raw experience, and the countercultural beat philosophy. Chapter 4. The writing style: spontaneous prose. Kerouac's writing style is just as wild as the journey it describes. His technique, known as spontaneous prose, was heavily influenced by jazz improvisation: fast, free-flowing, and unfiltered. It's messy, it's poetic, and it captures the chaos of life on the road like no other book before or after. The novel was famously written on a single 120-foot-long scroll of paper in just 3 weeks. That energy is palpable in every sentence. It's like Kerouac is taking you along for the ride in real time. Chapter 5. The Legacy. Why On the Road Still Matters. Decades later, On the Road continues to inspire wanderers, writers, musicians, and dreamers. It paved the way for the counterculture movements of the 60s, influenced countless artists, and remains a rite of passage for young readers yearning for adventure. Montage of modern travelers, backpackers, and road trips. But it also raises important questions. Can pure freedom exist without consequence? Is the endless pursuit of experience sustainable, or is it just another form of escape? And that, my friends, is the magic of On the Road. It's exhilarating, it's heartbreaking, and it's a journey unlike any other. Now I want to hear from you. Have you read On the Road? Did it inspire you, frustrate you, or leave you with more questions than answers? Drop a comment below and let's talk. And if you love these deep dives into literature, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep wandering, keep questioning, and keep turning those pages.